I hope every single one of you watching this are having an amazing day. This is Total Drama Island Reboot, but I'm just ranking them like from 16th to 1st. So you gotta bear with me. This is just my opinion. I have to put people somewhere. And you know what? Maybe if you want to change my opinion, go ahead and comment down below. I appreciate every single comment. Alright, before I even say like and subscribe, all that, 16th Ripper, I don't care. Get him out of this intro. If you like this, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Alright, below key though, the reason Ripper is 16, I don't even know if I gotta explain it really, but his entire thing with Alex, he just brings Alex's characters down, and it's so sad. He's just nasty. He's a big crybaby. He's a sexist, but he gets away with it somehow, even though Ezekiel didn't even mean it. But this dude means it. He says it full like Johnny Bravo with the chest open. Look at him busting nuts in the picture. Fuck out of here. Alright, now I actually gotta think about this. Cause for the most part, the Total Drama like director's writing board, they cooked. Maybe not with the placements, but with the characters and the characters' background and you know what they do, what they stand for, fire. And I know this might make some of you mad, but Chase, I'm so sorry. You gotta be my 15. Kinda egotistical, very oblivious and unaware, extremely gullible, and not very nice. Emily does deserve an apology in my opinion. Speaking of Emily, that's a solid 14th. I'm sorry. She's just better than Chase, and that's literally her title, is better than Chase. Yeah, she did good on the challenges, kind of even like not deserve to win, but whatever. She's quirky, but sometimes it's like not a good quirky. I understand why some people can like her though. Once more, keep in mind this is just my opinion. 13th is Axel. Like I said, she got brought down by the worst character. She keeps getting robbed before we can really see an in-depth of her character. It's always her either bullying or liking or plotting. It's never just her. Like her and her own motives, her and herself. Axel, in my opinion, was a huge waste of potential. She could have been amazing. S tier. She honestly should have been Priya low-key. 12th is Millie. I do think she's a good character for like comedic relief sometimes, but in the second season she was just kind of weird and not really about the game. The whole Wedgie entire like scene and time lapse was all just funky and not good. She kind of got bitched on in the courtroom in season 1, got carried, and she knew it. She knew that. I was kind of hoping more for her character, but she's not a bad character. She's 12th. 11th is Caleb. I do appreciate and like the character development he got in season 2. I actually thought his dynamics of like actually trying to form alliances and trying to get a settlement into the season, I thought it was very well. Caleb and Priya's relationship was actually very much a surprise, and I didn't mind it. It kind of worked out. Alright, speaking of Priya, I'm so sorry you're finally out of here. 10th is a perfect spot for you. You just felt like you had way too much screen time. Like you were almost the poster child. You're a good character, but my god, bro, give some screen time to the rest of them. Alright, you already know I gotta eliminate one of the hockey bros, bro. And this might be a surprise, and a lot of y'all might disagree with this, but I actually like Wayne more than Raj. I think Wayne is more about that action. He sticks up for people way more, and he does way more in the challenges. He's there for when people need it. He's a great hype man. So we got the top 4 boys and the top 4 girls in my opinion. Alright, in 8th, making it to the halfway mark, is Nichelle. Once again, I think she needed more screen time in my opinion. I thought she was a funny character when she needed to be in both seasons. I appreciate the character development and her wanting to like do what Caleb did, like make her mark in the second season, play her game, but it just kind of fell short. I appreciate her personality though, and I think if this season was renewed for a 3rd time, which I think it will be, I think it will be past players versus new players, and if she's in it, she's gonna dominate. Raj got 9th, Wayne got 7th. He's a really good character. I do think, like looking back at the season, like when you first see him in season 2 and the placement he gets, you're like, oh, alright then, but then you like re-look at the season and now you're like watching him and you're like, oh, okay, he actually is really nice. He kind of deserves it. He was never like terrible or anything like that. He's just happy-go-lucky, and he did that. He stood on business and he got it. In 6, and I know a lot of y'all might put her a lot lower than 6, but I really do enjoy like the scary girl screen time, and I think every time she's on screen, it's like a 9 times out of 10 chance of being funny. Before season 2 came out, we all got spoiled, and before even watching the season, I was already disappointed with her outcome because it was just a sad sight to see. She deserves so much better, and I think trying to make her normal is dumb as shit, bro. Sliding into a smooth 5th is Damien. He reminds me a lot of DJ, except he's more embracive with it. He'll try more, and yeah, he whines and runs and stuff, but not to the degree DJ did. Damien will stand ground sometimes. Not to mention, Damien is really funny, and I love the dynamic between him and Scary Girl. I wanted to see that in season 2, and it just didn't happen, and I was mad, bro. Damien, please come back for a 3rd season. You need it. Basically, the top 8 is who I think would return in like vets versus noobs, or vets versus young blood or something. 4th place, Queen Julia. There you are. Your crash out in season 2 was predictable, and it was a little funny to watch, but then you're like, oh man, RIP that character development though. You were very enjoyable to watch in season 1. I think the plotting you did, fire. Backstabbing people, fire. You got robbed twice. It was terrible. 3rd season with the reboot cast, she's obviously gonna be in it. We need to see her and Heather, bro. Oh my god, Final 2, can you imagine? 3rd place, Bowie. I like him just a smidge more than Julia. I think his deviousness is turned up a level, and the way he does things is more plotted and plot relevant. The part where he says me in the confessional is like one of my top 5 total drama moments. That's fire. The way his lips like move whenever he's like super devious plotting on people, they just like arc up like a ramp for a motorbike or something. Then we have my favorite 2 of the reboot cast, and my number 1 character is in fact Z. Just keep in mind, only in my opinion, the reason I choose Z is because he was so amazing. Sometimes he was high off that cloud, tripping, no fall, always drinking soda, and yeah, it was for a brand endorsement, but if he didn't like the soda, he'd tell you, he'd be like, oh, this shit tastes like ass, boy. When I did like the clairvoyancy my way before the characters even had names and stuff like that, I think, I rated Z as the worst character I predicted to be, but then he's first. He's the most amazing character. I appreciate it. MK, the reason she's in 2nd, I know some of y'all might not like her for her off-screen behavior, but besides that, I appreciate everything she does. I love her VA. It's very unique style. She wears a beanie, fire hair, she got that city vibe, she pickpockets everyone, and she always gets a fast one on Chris McClane. I think it's fire. Just keep in mind, everything is only my opinion. Let me know in the comments your guys' is my way, all 16 of them ranked. I dare every single one of you guys watching this to have a good day.